I like to know where people stand so I know how to treat you accordingly.
Baby trying to do it, I'm just doing me. I be working hard and they just want it free.
Be competitive with yourself.
So as I start experiencing the brand, my mind ends up opening up to more things that they have and understanding why and stuff like that, right? If you ever have questions about frames, ask me, because I feel like I know a lot about them now because I bought a lot of them. So I have good hands-on, first-hand experience. Yeah, so this is what I ended up picking up. This is something that was kind of as a bonus. This is basically a care box for your jewelry and watches. This Cartier like blood type red is like their signature color. I really like it. As you can see, it's on here. It's on one. I have a pair of bust down custom Cartier frames that has the same exact red, burgundy red, whatever you want to call it. So let's get to this first before I even show you the other stuff. Because actually, I don't even remember what's in here. Oop, well, there it goes. Unfortunately, I don't have my overhead camera, but I think this is pretty cool. Let's see, we're looking at this together. This is lotion for jewelry and your watches. I get this in focus. It's clear, so it's kind of hard. You can't really read it, but I'm going to just say, is this glass? It feels like it's glass. It's 100% natural ingredients. It's water and whatever else. Let me see. Hold on. It's made in France. It's 1 fluid ounce. Lotion for your jewelry and watches. That's interesting. You got a brush here. It's a very soft brush. Not hard at all. Got a little microfiber with Cartier on it. Got your pamphlet. Oops. Hold on. Pamphlet. The box is nice. Me personally, you can do what you want. I save everything. One, I just like it. But two is it keeps the value. It's not like you're going into it to sell it. But at the same time, when you enjoy something and you want to upgrade or something, it's just like a vehicle. You take care of it. You keep it in good condition. When you want to trade it in to upgrade, you get more value for that trade-in based on the way you cared for it, right? It's the same thing with items that you acquire, right? That have good resale value, such as things like this. This is the reveal right here. Boom. Let's see what we got. If you're paying attention to the video, you might have already seen it, but let me just try to show you real quick. If you've never seen this and how it comes, you're going to see it now. It's popping open because my stuff is already inside. Ignore this. This is mine. That's what I came in wearing. Don't need to show that to you. Just know everything that I wear, at least at this point, because I just started to getting into this collection of mine. Everything that I am collecting so far is I decided to do it once I learned more about it. It's just like I was telling you earlier about, or in my other video about fragrances and stuff. It's like from the outside in, you don't care about this or that or whatever. But when you start learning and understanding, take a moment to just kind of learn the history of things and how it started. You just kind of have a different level of respect and understanding for whatever it is that you're talking about. You get what I'm saying? And the more that I understood about this particular brand, the more I was open to it and just learning about it and stuff like that. So all the timepieces that I have right now, they're all factory. One of them does have stones, but they're factory diamonds in them. Real, like 18 karat solid gold in portions of it. It's just like, I don't have any aftermarket anything on any of them. To me, they're more valuable to me that way. But there's a video that I made a long time ago that I just never put out. And it was talking about plain Janes versus bust down. I don't down either side of it. You just have to find out who you're doing it for, why you're doing it, in the purpose of it, and that you can answer your own question, but it's not necessarily a waste to bust down something. You know what I'm saying? So I got a pair of Cartiers that are bust down, but they're different. And I want to talk about that in a video too, because what they're doing now is they're molding the C's, the nose bridge, and they're basically soldering on the stones. The ones that I have aren't as big of stones. It's like 2.5 carats. But they're high quality stones, high quality clarity and color, but they're actually set inside the factory C's and nose bridge. It's not like a piece they soldered on top. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're doing it now. That's why they're putting super sized stones in them, because these nose bridges are actually pretty small. I got a lot to say about that. If y'all have questions or want to see a video on that, I know I'm talking a lot. I always do. So as I open this up, here this is. Here this is. This is the factory stickers because, as you can probably guess by now, I'm actually wearing it. What's cool about this, if you take this out, it's actually like a jewelry box under here with little compartments and stuff like that. This does come with this band, the clasp for it, like a little tool, Cartier tool. If it's gonna get in focus, I don't know if it did or not, it don't matter. Got my extra links. This is the cover. This is your international limited warranty card. Just paperwork. So basically now I'm going to get to the actual timepiece. I know I'm beating around the bush because I want to say some things about it. So with this one, it does look big to me. And when I see it in pictures on people's wrists, it definitely looks big. It looks oversized. I'm not in the age of oversized timepieces anymore. I don't like it. One thing that this has going for it is the fact that it's flat. It wears flat, so I think it kind of helps in the way it sits. So this one right here is the large. And it's with the blue face. It wears pretty flat. Brand new, blue dial. This one adds a little more style. I wanted the white face originally also because I don't have a white face. All my faces are dark, but this is a totally different style. You won't find the date on the medium. I guess there's just no room for it. The date's on the bottom right here. If you're not into timepieces, you're going to wonder why that's such a big deal, or why on earth do these not come with it at the price point. Again, it's just something you have to kind of start understanding, and the more you learn about it, you start appreciating all these details and little simple things that you normally wouldn't. I understand both perspectives because I have like my foot in and out of both ways that I feel about it. From somebody with a little bit of experience in it, who owns some, and somebody who's on the outside in thinking it was ridiculous to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Cartier's, this is the automatic. They have in-house, I believe, is how they get their where they build or their I can't even think right now, but the movements. It's like an in-house thing that they started doing. But one thing that really attracted me to this is that I feel like it's dressy and sporty at the same time. And I feel like it fills a void in my personal collection until I get my dream, which is a day date. I do wish that this was a little more tapered here because it's not really tapered at all. It reminds me of them old school bands that have elastic in it, just the way it looks. The medium one has a heavy taper, where I almost thought it was too tapered, and in hand it felt very light. This one has a little bit of weight to it. Like you can tell it's on a different level. Even though it's just bigger, it just feels quite a bit different in weight. One thing that this has going for it that's very popular that I thought was really cool as well, probably hard to see, but there's these little indentions in here. I'm gonna do it right in front of the camera, just with my fingers. No metal tools or any of that. You just push it in. I'm trying to do it while being in the camera. Hold on, let me do it from this side. Oh, did you see that pop up right there? You pull this up. You see it right there? I'm gonna pull this up. It doesn't even, you're not even gonna lose it. You pull it up and it's gonna stop. The cool thing about this, there it goes. And it just comes out that easy. Now you do it again over here, and then you pop the link out. And then when just say you want to put it back now, you just line it up and push it back in. Now there's a little bump. I'll just use my fingernail. You can use a tool if you want to. Make sure you don't miss your fingernail and jab underneath your fingernail, because that's definitely possible. Just rub it, make sure it's flush, because the last thing you want to do is have any of these links popping out or something crazy. Now this I've never done. All right, so it's the same concept. You push it in and you pull it down. Now watch. It just comes right off. It's like the easiest, I'm about to cuss. It's like the easiest thing I've ever seen in my life. You just slide it back up. It's as easy as like taking apart an Apple Watch. The only thing polished really is the screws. And this is all like kind of a satin finish. And then it has a polished bezel area right here, but not on the bigger side. And on the crown right here a little bit. So as you put it on, I just fingerprinted it up. It has a double clasp or double locking. One thing I'll say about at least the large one, I wish it had half links. Or you can fine adjust, because I feel like the way I have it sitting right now, while it does fit, I do kind of wish it could go a smidget tighter. And when I made it where it was a smidget tighter, it was too tight where my wrist can't breathe. This one, it jiggles a little bit, but it's not like it's falling, but it does move a little bit, but it feels more comfortable. Again, I do not have a big wrist. Trying to hit in all angles with the light so you can see what it look like. And I'm not going to lie, it's not a small watch by any means. You know what I mean? It does have some size to it, but it's not overly crazy. If you have very fragile baby wrists, I probably wouldn't advise you to get it, because it may look way too oversized, my opinion. But do what you want, do what you must. So this is the strap that came with it. You can get alligator strap, all that stuff. So with the white face, it has blue hands. This one has the blue dials, and it has like polished Roman numerals and polished hands. With this, oh, okay, it has covers on it. I have to take this off. Let me see. Yeah, it's just little plastic covers, just like they came with the plastic covers on the dial. Just pop this in. That's it. That's it. What y'all think about this blue band? I kind of like how the band is a little more tapered. I don't know if that's emphasizing the face too much, making it pretty big or bigger looking because it's so tapered. It comes with the buckles right here. You have to put it in by yourself. All right, I definitely know I'm doing this wrong, but this is how it looks when it's on. But that's pretty much it. But I still like it. It's just a different type of timepiece. They hold their value pretty well. This particular one right now in the resellers market is going to be more than the retail, which is good if you can get it. This one's a bit harder to get. I'm glad I ended up falling into this particular one. Even though it wasn't the one I was intending on getting, I'm still overall happy with it. It's not my favorite, but I still like it and appreciate it. And it's a great addition to my collection. So with that being said, make sure you do everything at top level, at your top level. And remember, you're no competition with anybody except yourself. So make sure your next move is your best move, or at least your better move. Until next time, later.